Yabba Dabba Do is right because we made it to the first Friday of the year.
2019, yay!
It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Excited to kick off the new year with our good friend.
I don't think we have ears here.
Really?
Any?
Yeah. I can crank you up. How's that?
That's a little better.
All right.
How about you?
I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
We got a special guest in the house.
Yes.
He's going to do the cleanup.
Well, we can...
Clean up last year and plunge into the polar plunge this year.
Okay. We'll plunge in. Okay. So you want me to do the intro music for our...
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Of course.
Boogie that, boogie that. Boogie that, boogie that.
Okay. All right. So actually today he is fully clothed. So especially for our friends on the internet that are watching the show. So, but yeah, so we want you to meet our recurring guest.
Yes,
from Blind
Nelson
Creek.
Jones.
Yes. from
How you
Blind
guys
Creek
doing?
Beach.
Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, you
Good.
now for the listeners that are just tuning in that don't know about Nelson Jones and about Blind Creek Beach, tell our listeners what is Blind Creek Beach and where's it located?
Blind Creek Beach is just about 8 miles north of Jensen Beach, about a mile north of the power plant. And it's about a 2-mile stretch of beach that is now clothing optional for the users. And it's been that way for the last 4.5 years.
I think so.
Wonderful.
4.5 years.
Yeah.
And you were pretty much instrumental, along with a lot of other people, in really helping to make this happen, though, right? I mean, it doesn't happen in a vacuum.
No. You put together a team. And so that's what I did as I reached out to people trying to see if it was even feasible to do. And they put me in touch with other people and in touch with some other people. And we built a team that put this together. And we went and talked to the county, let them know. We didn't ask for permission. We just kind of went over what the laws were and got them to agree with us on how the laws were written. Told them we would just show up there and put signs up there and saying, beyond this point, you may encounter nude sunbathers.
Right.
Okay.
So we started doing that.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. And do you still have your donated porta potties where you have to donate? Do you still have bathrooms?
Well, we pay for them, and so
Okay.
we ask for donations from the group or from the people that are there to help fund those.
Perfect.
Yeah. It keeps down.
And now you need a shower.
Yes. Absolutely.
Working on a shower.
Yeah. I mean, because nobody wants to get all that sand in their car.
No.
So you want to be able to shower off the sand off your feet at least.
Right.
Yeah, well, maybe one day down the road. Our biggest quest right now is, like I mentioned, we bring signs to let people know, and we want the county to put up a sign saying beyond this point. And so it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to agree with anything. It's just an informational sign letting people know that beyond this point, people, because there are some times I watch a family stroll up that path and they're surprised. They're surprised at what they see on the other end.
That would be a surprise.
Yeah. So what do? They cover their eyes and then turn around, right?
Well, little kids run around with no clothes on anyway.
I know.
Oh, sure. That's
You know,
that's
it's
natural for children.
children.
They go up there. Can we stay? It's more of an issue for the adults because they don't know. I'm finding a lot of adults with children don't know how they're supposed to be with them. They're in mainstream. They're in the, I guess, normal, so to speak. I guess our consciousness that we have, and so they don't know how to react. They don't know what should children see this. Well, they are. They would rather be, but somehow they get kind of jacked up with what they should be doing.
They're caught up with Ozzie and Harriet and that kind of a little mentality.
Yeah.
You know, and we grew up with all that.
Right.
And
at home, most people don't walk around nude. I mean, in front of their kids, they all have clothes on.
Right.
Yeah, most. But there are still, I mean, there's a lot of families that grow up in that atmosphere
Right.
and you can really see the difference in the kids that grew up in that atmosphere. They are far more relaxed, especially around body image. The securities about that, or the insecurities about that. They don't have the same issues with
Right.
people.
Yeah, hang-ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
And you know what? The body language is different with your clothes on and with your clothes off.
okay, I'll take your word for it.
You know, I mean, think about it. You know, you could be a tough guy and you have, you know, a double-breasted suit on and, you know, armor in your hand. And then you could be, you know, the person that has no clothes on. And
It does tend to level the playing field.
yes,
When everybody's naked, you don't have, you're not hiding behind something.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
we're all in costume
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
and we're only here on a vacation. So
Yeah,
enjoy it while
It's-
you're
it's
here
a-
on Earth.
It's a brief trip. That's
Yes,
it
is.
Yes, indeed. So on January 1, you had a fun activity planned over at Blind Creek Beach. What was that?
We did. And periodically we try to have events and things that we do on the beach and elsewhere. And on the first, we did a polar bear plunge.
Like they do in Chicago,
Right.
minus the ice cubes.
Minus the ice cubes. Yes, it was much
I
warmer.
bet the water was cold.
I think it was 75.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Of course,
would be cold.
and outside was 81, I think.
Yeah,
It was the air temperature was beautiful.
Yes.
yes, it was.
Oh God, it was
Yes, it
gorgeous. The
was.
day was gorgeous, and the water actually, even though it felt maybe a little chilly on the way in, once you were there, you were fine. We really don't have cold water here.
No.
I'm from California, and it doesn't get over 60 something, 65 maybe.
Yeah.
On a hot day.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want cold water, go to the Pacific.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's
Okay.
so true.
Is the Gulf of Mexico colder than the Atlantic, or is
They-
it about the same?
That would probably be warmer.
Yeah.
Warmer
Okay.
still.
Because it's a shallow body of water, so it would warm up more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if the Gulf Stream came around. You know,
The Gulf Stream doesn't go there, but the water is pooled in the Gulf
Right.
of Mexico, and it's a shallow body of water compared to the Atlantic. So,
okay.
Yeah. So along with that event, we also have another one that's coming up in February 17th, where we're doing nude bowling again.
Oh, are you doing it again?
We've
Good.
done it twice now
I
so
know.
far.
But that was like hush hush. We couldn't even really talk about it.
Yeah, well, the first one, and I don't know if you guys remember, the first one just went haywire on us because we advertised it on Facebook, and people would share it, and they shared it with their friends, and it got out, and then it just went crazy, and
it went viral.
it went viral.
Right. Yeah, it did.
We saw it had like over 300,000 different views and shares and things. It just
Wow.
it was in other countries. And the bowling alley was getting some phone calls from some residents, but so we killed that particular event and just created another one and just kept it more on the low down.
Right.
And
on
it was
the down low.
on the down low. Yeah, that's right.
And it was fun. Everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had probably close to 50 people, I guess, 55 people, I think, on that first one.
Okay. And then the next one, you were on the fence about having enough people.
Right, and we just probably a little bit more. I think we
Good.
ended up with about 45. 40, I
Okay.
think, is our minimum we try to work with.
Right.
And that one was real good. And so now we're back to where we were a year ago. The initial one, we were trying to plan it around an event that they have down in Sunsport Gardens. Sunsport Gardens is a resort that's down in Okeechobee,
Okay.
and every year they have this midwinter festival,
Okay.
which is happening in February, and it's through, I think, from the 9th to the
So did you
to the
invite
20th.
people from there to come and join?
yeah. Well, since they're here, a lot of them are here from out of state,
Right.
and they
And
wouldn't have
Okeechobee isn't that far away.
no, it's like
Oh, you're talking. That's I think Loxahatchee.
yes, I'm sorry, you're right, Loxahatchee.
Okay.
Um,
That's still not
Not
far
that
away.
far
It's
away,
about
yeah.
the same distance,
Yeah.
whether you drive west or you drive south.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's kind of southwest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So since they're here, last time we got a lot of people from that event that wanted to come up and do the bowling since we were offering it. So we were trying to we did it around that event again. And plus, there's also a lot of our snowbirds.
Mhm.
As we were doing this last time, a lot of them asked me, "We're not there yet. Can you do another one when we're we're
Good.
in town.
Yeah. Cool.
And I know the bowling alley is very gracious and cooks food, and you have the bar, and you have that. You had a billiard contest also, didn't you? With
Yeah.
playing pool.
Everybody, most people bowled. There was only a few people that played pool, so we didn't actually have any kind of contest. We just kind
Okay.
of played. A few people that were playing pool just shot pool.
Okay.
So maybe we'll see what happens if we get a little more interest, and we'll make a contest out of it or something.
Wonderful. Good.
That'd be good. Yeah, contest. Yeah.
Mm.
So you turn the lights off and you light
Did you
up
do
the
blazer
lanes?
bowling?
Yeah, where they had all the lights off and all the stuff
yeah,
going.
that's
the
blazer
black
bowl- yeah,
lights. And
yes.
yes, yeah, they do that.
Good. Then did anyone put on glow in the dark body paint?
No, we actually haven't done that yet. All right, that would be something we would have to set up unless. Actually, that's something I should put out. It says paint yourself with the glow in the dark paint because
Right.
they have that,
Right. And
black
it would,
lights.
right.
and they can do that. They can come as however they want to.
It would be like a Halloween costume on your body.
That's right.
Yeah. That would
Uh-huh.
be, put the lightning bolts and, make like tattoos or the peace sign or
Mm.
do whatever, and it'll stand out and glow in the dark.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll have to mention that the next time I put that out there.
Cool.
And since Halloween wasn't that far away, you can probably find it in the discount basket.
Oh, yes.
all,
right.
all that kind of paint and hair stuff and everything like that.
Yeah. Great idea. How fun.
It would be fun.
Now, be like Key West meets Jensen Beach.
Right. A fantasy fest in Jensen.
Yeah. And this time around, what we did is trying to get people to, like, I guess, mix up a little bit. Our first event, people showed up and they got on their lanes and they stayed there and they bowled the whole time with just whoever that group was. And the next time, we had people draw numbers out of a bowl
Right.
that they offered there. So everybody ended up on different lanes.
Oh.
Everybody ended up on different lanes, and then every so often they would time would
Switch.
change. Yeah, we'd switch, and so people would switch lanes, and so they get a chance to meet different people that way.
It's fun. And bowling is a lot of fun. And as long as you keep it light and airy, the people there are delightful. I go
Yeah.
bowling all the time in the daytime.
And light and airy is the key.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was just talking to a guy, and he's been dying to come to this. He's a naturist, but he's also a professional bowler, and so he's been
Oh, wow.
He's been missing a lot of these things because he's been off elsewhere in Vegas and these bowling because that's what he does.
Oh my God. To bowl with the 300 bowler.
So-
That's right.
Wow.
So the original Bowling for Dollars guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you go into the bowling alley, they have all the names of all the people that are 300 bowlers or 800 series or
Oh yeah.
700 series or do this or do that. I'm just a little average bowler. I have my own ball and own shoes, but am I a good bowler? No.
Hmm.
On certain days, the moon and the stars are on my side. I'm wonderful, and on other days, I couldn't hit a side of a barn.
Wow.
Yeah, I can normally keep it out of the gutter, but that's all I can really hope for.
Yeah. Yeah, every so often there'll be a whole bunch of us and we'll be on different lanes and we bowl penny a pin on Sunday. And then Jesser or Cody or somebody will play a joke on us and all of a sudden the bumpers start coming up. And coming down and coming up. And so we have a good laugh with that. So
That's that was a great innovation when they came up with those bumpers for the gutters, so that you throw less gutter balls.
Right.
well, it's only for kids.
Well, I understand that, but sometimes you can be a big kid too.
I know, but you're not allowed. They don't normally put it up
Right.
for older.
Yeah.
And if you're a certain age, sometimes they don't like to put it up. You have to explain that, there's a certain specialty with the child or the
Right.
adult that you need to put the bumpers
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the funny story. My daughter, when she was real young, we went bowling one time and grandparents were there. Everybody was there. And she would do, grab the ball with both hands,
Right.
squat down kind of a thing and give it a shove. And it's
Right.
going down this, whoa, 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 whoa,
Right,
as it
yeah.
gets all the way down the thing. So her grandfather, thinking that he had an easy target that way, bet her $50 if she were to get a strike. So she went up there and shoved this thing, did that woo, 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 all the way down there. I think it was like May, July by the time it got down there, and it started toppling over pins, and she got a strike.
And so he had to give her 50.
Right. So yeah, he had to make good on that.
Yeah, that's good. But it just a while how the ball hits the pins.
Uh-huh.
You know, you have to hit it not center, but off to the side a little
Just
bit.
off center. Yeah.
Yeah. If you do dead center, you always leave the
And-
outside
right.
end pin. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 Whoops.
A field goal
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
Yep.
So what else is going on? Are you having any potlucks? I'm sure you did over Christmas. I'm sure you
No, nobody offered up any potlucks. Everybody was busy doing something, so we didn't have a
really.
whole
And
lot
New
going
Year's,
on.
you didn't have a big, splash at New Year's, except for your polar splash.
Except just that. That was the only event that we really had.
Mm-hmm.
There is a guy that's down in towards the Jupiter area who's hosted the last two potlucks,
Okay.
and so he's looking forward to doing that again, coming up here as we start getting warmer. I mean, that one of the tricks is it's like normally a pool party,
Right.
kind of outdoory kind of a thing, and with no clothes on. And when it gets cold out, people put clothes on for the original intent for what clothes were invented for.
Right. To keep you warm.
Protection.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we haven't had it too bad so far.
Oh, I think
No,
it's been-
temperature-wise.
it's been unseasonably warm.
Oh yeah. That was nice. It's been very nice.
and cool.
Tonight
cool
we're
in the
supposed to get
evenings.
rain, and it's supposed to be cool. What tomorrow and the
60s tonight.
next
yeah.
couple days?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll cool down for the weekend. This is like Michigan weather. During the week in Michigan, the weather is always great, and if you want to get away on the weekend, the
It's
weather
crappy.
it gets
Oh, yeah,
crummy.
yeah.
yeah.
I remember I've run into a few of those here too.
Mhm.
At work all the time. It's beautiful out, and then you come to the weekend and just what hell? It's just-
What is
Well,
going
now
on?
you don't have to worry. You can take the weekend in the middle of the week.
exactly.
You can.
Although I still do teach yoga there on Saturdays. And,
Okay.
And so this Saturday, again, I'm looking at the weather, and at 9:00 it's supposed to be 65 degrees. However, you would think that would be kind of chilly for no clothes, but if the sun's out and the sun's beating on you, it's kind of like a heat lamp with a
Right.
nice cool breeze around you. So it really makes it kind of nice.
Nice. Good.
I often explain it to my wife. She says, I tell her, I says, the sun is warm, but the air is cool. And that's essentially what you just said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very cool.
I'm glad you two it took you. How old are you, both of you now, to realize that the sun is hot and the air is cool?
Well, no, but that's unique to Florida environment, because sometimes like I've been in Michigan where the sun is blazing out there, but it is cold.
Okay.
You can have a sunny day, but not a warm day.
Right. Well, you can do that here too. It depends on the wind and the humidity.
Generally speaking, though, in winter in Florida,
We have
You
great
can-
weather.
it is. It's like a Michigan summer.
The only other
almost.
place that's better is California.
Yeah.
And like Palm Springs and
Yeah.
places like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
And,
yeah,
and better is a little subjective
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, yeah.
but I mean,
It's drier.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think San Diego has got the optimum weather for it. Every day is like 82,
Right.
no matter what time of year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a lot of rain.
Not a lot of rain,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, not everybody can live in San Diego, and that's the problem. And not everybody can live in Stewart. So
And it's getting more so.
Yeah, I know it.
True. And it's so crowded. I mean, we've got enough traffic around here. I need to talk about the snowflakes and the snowbirds somewhere
Okay.
in
During this conversation. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. What do you want to say about the snow?
I don't know that we have time because
We've
we
got
have
3 minutes before.
that's okay.
Okay.
I'm really, I mean, they're like everywhere, and they're not paying attention at
I
all.
know that.
They're not paying attention to the roundabouts.
You
They're
know-
not paying attention.
Yeah.
They're not, how can I say this? Their driving habits are, there's no respect.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
You know, they're, if someone wants to pull in,
Hmm.
they don't move over.
No.
The
It's all about
common
me.
courtesy is
Yeah.
gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. My number one rule in driving is I always hang back and let all the crazy people do whatever it is they're gonna
Exactly.
do. That'll
They don't use turn signals.
no,
They'll make a U-turn right in front of
Yeah.
you.
And it drives my wife, Tiffany, crazy, because she only learned how to drive 3 years ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a whole new experience. So and she knows what the rules of the road are. You're
Right.
supposed to signal before you do a lane change. And she goes, so we're on the highway. And she goes, what are these people doing?
Right.
I said, I
That's-
know,
yeah.
I know. So they think the rules don't apply to them, but they do.
They do. They apply
Yeah.
to everybody.
Yes.
It's helpful. I remember when I was teaching my kids to learn how to drive, there's one thing I kind of impressed on them is just that the flow of traffic's like water.
Yeah.
It's a flow. Just
Yeah.
don't interrupt it. Just flow with it, blend
right.
with it, flow with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if they're going fast, then you need to pick up the pace and go with them. If they're going
Exactly.
slower, then you need to. But some people don't even go the speed limit. The other day, I wouldn't have to choke somebody because here it is. The speed limit's 35 miles an hour and they're going 22. That's not well
Right.
either.
Right. No.
Go the speed limit.
Right. Yeah. Because absolutely.
And if
It's,
you're in a roundabout, go through the roundabout. You don't pull out in front of
don't-
somebody
Don't stop. in a
and don't
roundabout.
stop in the middle of the
Oh
roundabout.
my God. Yeah, I mean, nothing makes me crazier than that when I see.
I could
I
sing
was-
snowbirds, snowflakes here
was-
today.
I was at Confusion Corner trying to go through the roundabout at Confusion Corner.
Yeah.
Right. And there was somebody coming east on Colorado.
Right.
They stopped to allow me to continue onto East Ocean. And I said, and I waved them on. I said, no, keep going.
Right.
I'm supposed to stop for you.
Right. Do what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do, and I'll do what I'm supposed to do.
But
and
people, they don't know.
Yeah,
When it
right.
comes to a roundabout, they're like, their mouth drops open and goes, what is this?
Right. What do I do? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. It's a whole foreign concept. So, yeah. So I know. I'm always waving people through roundabouts. It's like,
Yeah.
please don't stop.
even
in the
aside from the roundabouts, I've had people stop at an intersection where I have stop signs, they don't, and they stop, and I'm waiting.
For them to go.
Yeah,
And they're in La La Land.
they're trying to be polite.
Right.
God love them. They're trying to be polite, but they're going to kill people with their kindness.
Let's not do that. All right. Stay safe out there. We'll be right back.
Don't go away. We got more.
back. You're listening to Frank and Friends. It is 5:32 and 18 seconds. If you're keeping track, you're setting your watch on your dashboard, your clock.
What happened to the ag
Oh,
report?
we don't have that anymore. They stopped doing that a few days ago.
Oh, that's why I was like looking at.
What is he doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because usually we have like a
Yeah.
5 minutes in with the ag report.
Right. Nope. All done. I guess. I don't know. It's not rolling up on the screen. So if it's not there, I can't run
Oh,
it. So,
okay.
yeah, there it is.
Well, that just gives us more time to talk to Nelson.
Exactly right.
And how's the beach up there? Do they keep it pretty clean?
They do.
Okay. Do they take their garbage with them when they leave?
They do, and then some. I mean, we try to
good.
convey to them, take out more than you brought,
Good.
and so some of them will do that, and some of them are
It's
there.
kind of like the Boy Scout motto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the national parks on TV the other night and they said that it's overflow of garbage, and I'm there like, don't the people take their garbage with them? I mean, because there's no one in the national parks. They're it's basically the government is shut down.
Well, there's a lot of garbage that washes ashore too.
Well, that I know for here,
Right,
but I'm
yeah.
just talking nationally. If you're
Mm.
going into a park,
Yeah.
Take
Right.
your garbage with you.
Bring it in, pack it out.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always a little disturbing to see what people leave behind. At the beach, though, like you were saying, it can be different because you get some storms and they'll churn up a bunch of stuff that's out in the ocean,
Mhm.
and there's way too much stuff out in the ocean, and it'll wash up on shore. And
Right.
so then we have efforts. People will go bring their trash bags and they'll take walks and pick up stuff. And
Good.
so we actually have a pretty good group for that. Pretty good beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gives you a purpose to go walk the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Yeah.
See different things and pick up. And I bet you, I mean, I love to see what people do with beach trash, and they make different, pictures out of them on the beach and take a picture of them with the flip flops or garbage bags or different little things. And then they pick them, they throw them all away, but they make some sort of a scene or an art form out of it and take a picture of them.
Oh, right. Yes. And actually, and I'm trying to remember the name of the group. There is a group that's out there, an environmental group that's kind of developed, and they go to various beaches and they pick up a lot of the plastic and stuff like that.
Right.
And they're turning that plastic into things, into bracelets and neccloses. I think
Uh-huh.
bracelets. And if you buy these bracelets, it goes to help funding what they're
Funding.
doing.
Right. Yeah, that's a good cause.
Yeah.
They do have a Facebook page.
Yes.
I've seen that several times. So
Very good. Okay. So to recap, you've got a bowling night coming up. Exactly when?
On February 17th, Sunday,
All right.
Sunday the 17th from 8 to 11.
All right. So a month and a bit from now.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if anybody out there would like to join in, they can write me at blindcreekbeach@yahoo.com and let me know that they'd like to attend. It is a nude bowling event, so that there's no gawkers. You can't go there and just to sit there and look. If you're going to be there, you're going to be nude with the rest of them.
And you can play billiards.
Right.
The bar will be open. The snack bar will be open.
Right? They have food there. They have the bars open.
Mm-hmm. So as many people as you can get. They have 20 lanes, so you can fill up 20 lanes. And I'm sure they have a notice on the door that's closed for the evening.
Yes. They,
Mm.
they put up some paper on the door
Uh-huh.
so you can't see in, and we keep track of everybody that's coming in, so we know who's there. That they're going to be on a list, so
Right.
because they've let me know they're coming ahead of time.
Good. Perfect. And if you want to buy, what is it? LuLaRoe clothes. I know that Nicole has a whole like shopping
All right.
spree out front for the
Yeah.
ladies that they can go and buy LuLaRoe clothes, stretch pants and dresses and tops and this and that. That's her, that's the daughter of Michelle and Jess.
Oh, Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one that you deal with.
Yes.
So she's a LuLaRoe representative,
Hmm.
the clothing representative.
Nice.
And Eric just had a birthday, the little one, her little one.
Oh, yeah.
And he's hysterical. He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's very personable.
Yeah.
and he'd probably fit right in.
You sure?
Yeah,
How old is he?
I think he's 2, well,
Okay.
maybe going on maybe 3.
Yeah.
I don't know what I think. I'm thinking it was over 2,
Hmm.
but he's smart as a whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's great.
So you picked a good spot.
Yeah, it
All
worked
right.
out.
And so they prepay on the website, or they contact you? How did that work?
What I
they pay
do
at the door?
is I normally I work with this minimum number. It's, like I said, it's about 40 people. When I get that number, I send out an email to everybody who's signed up for it so far, saying, "All right, we're to go, we're in," and so everybody starts to pay. We do have a PayPal account, and so that's probably the easiest way for
Mhm.
people to do it. Or if they can't get in there somehow, or they're having trouble with that, then it's cash. There's some people that saying that they'll bring money at the door, kind of a thing. But I try to get mostly up front so we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now,
Yeah.
what percentage does PayPal take? Small percentage, right? Like 2 points.
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad. Elon Musk doesn't own that anymore. That was
Oh, did he own it at one time?
He did. That was the money that he used to springboard into.
SpaceX.
Mhm,
Mm.
mhm,
Wow, I didn't realize that.
mhm, mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What-
do you two have any New Year's resolutions?
No.
Okay.
No. Interesting enough, you get into yoga and stuff. You look at a resolution. In fact, a good friend of mine kind of described this. Resolution kind of gives you the impression that you're missing or lacking something.
Right.
And so if you get to a point that you kind of accept where you are and you're enough, there's no reason for a resolution. There might
Okay.
be goals, there might be things that you want to do, but
Okay.
but no resolutions.
Okay. Very
Right.
good.
Yep. My resolution is to spend more time at the gym. We spoke about this.
Hmm.
And yes, I haven't lived up to that yet, but I'm going to keep dedicating myself for that. But Tiffany, so this is her year. You know, it's like last year was the year of the. Was it last year? Was the rooster, right?
Okay.
And this is the year of the pig,
Okay.
and this is her, in her birth schedule. So that's her sign. You know,
Okay.
like right. And so so in order to honor that, so she has to wear a certain color undergarments in order to. Yeah,
What?
I don't know. It's an Asian thing.
Okay.
So, anyways, so yeah, red is her color. So,
So she has to wear red every day.
she does, but you don't see it because it's
Well, it
under-
depends. It depends on what kind of blouse you have on. You know.
yeah, but no, you wouldn't see it. But anyways, so
Okay.
that's her thing. So, but you
So
know,
every year you throw your underwear out and get new ones for the color of
well, I
the
don't.
animal of the year.
I don't know. It's a. But
Did she do that last year?
No, because she's not a rooster.
Oh, it's
So-
only on your birthday year.
Yes. So it's like it's a big deal. This is her year.
Oh, okay.
So that's like a big deal. It's like a good luck thing to do.
Okay.
So, okay, so I'm kind of learning as you go. This is kind of neat. They have their own customs.
Right.
It's all right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Now, do you have like we make sauerkraut and pork for New Year's Day for good luck? It's a Pennsylvania Dutch.
Mm.
I don't know if any of you do anything special or just eat.
Just eat.
Just eat. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no special meals.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Tiffany,
gave all my neighbors. I made sauerkraut with pork and then some kielbasa.
Yeah.
In there and said it was good luck. They
Right.
they all knew. They,
Okay.
And they were happy.
Yeah, I think the Southern tradition is black-eyed peas.
Peas and cornbread.
Right.
And you already have my cornbread recipe.
Cornbread recipe. Yeah. Yeah. But that's killer. So the problem with making this cornbread recipe is every time you make it, everybody who samples it wants you to make them more. This is the problem.
Yeah, so all my neighbors say, "Oh, I here's some bean soup and cornbread," and their eyes light up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I have to make it so for this weekend. So because I've become the designated cornbread maker
Okay.
at home. So that's all right. So
and it is. I have to admit it. It's pretty good.
and it's not that hard. Even I can do it.
That's
So
true.
it's
Even Mikey can do it.
That's right. I can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it worked out all right.
So we got lots of things going on in Martin County. If you're bored in Martin County,
Right.
you can go to Blank Creek Beach.
Yeah, boy, that'll
There you
that'll-
go.
talk about an eye opener, huh?
But last
Yeah.
night was the night of Donna the Buffalo was at the Riverwalk stage. They're
Right.
going to try to do a
That was
concert.
That was a 4-pay concert last
That was
night.
a 4 paid concert, yes. And they had it was packed.
Mhm.
And they did have it, roped off or, fencing up.
Right.
And they had one last month and they said it was excellent. I didn't get to go to that one because it was Christmas time.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah.
too busy.
Difficult. Yeah.
So I went last night with friends and it was wonderful.
Cool.
They did a good job. Ron Hart's in town. He's promoting. He's got 6 nights from Tuesday through Saturday night at the Pirates Loft. He's booking different groups there.
Okay.
So you can go every night. And on Friday and Saturday, I think there's 2 shows
Mhm.
that you can go to. He has the Riverwalk stage going on. He's got Earth Tones doing things,
Mhm.
different things. He's got the Dirty Hippie.
The Dirty Hippie.
That's a storefront that
Okay.
he has.
All right.
That's on the alleyway back. It's not an alleyway, but it's on the back
side.
street,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
back side of Earth Tones.
Okay.
He has a lot going on. He has a perpetual invitation to come and talk to us about everything that's going on. He does the Riverwalk stage, which this weekend
It's
is
like the booking agent.
Yes,
Okay.
he came back from Arizona, and I believe that's what he's working on now is
Mhm.
to book and get more music into
Right.
Martin County,
Right.
Mm.
which he does a very good job
He
of.
does, and he
Yeah.
has great contacts.
Yeah.
And
The Bryce Allen Band will be downtown at the Riverwalk from 1 to 4 this Sunday.
wow.
The Nouveau Honkies are playing at the Mansion, free concert from 4 o'clock. I think it's 3 to 7
The Mansion
in
at
Indian
Tuckahoe?
Riverside Park. Yep,
Whoa.
Tuckahoe.
Wow.
They do that. That's going on once a month now. That'll be the first Sunday of every month. So, like I said, if you're bored, plus we got every park that has something going on in Martin County.
and Indian Riverside Park is Tiffany's new favorite place. She really loves it there.
Oh, well, who doesn't love it?
Yeah.
And
She-
it's walkable for me.
Yes.
And so is Langford. And so is this. You just and walk.
Yeah.
It's a New Year's resolution. Just get out one telephone pole at a time. Walk
Okay.
for good health.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And you could dance between telephone poles, and you'd be a pole
That's right.
dancer.
That's right.
All right.
We'll be back.
We are back. Just when you thought it was safe, we are back.
We are on the first Friday of 2019.
That's right. And it's 5:51 in about 10 seconds.
Okay.
So if you're looking to be somewhere by 6 o'clock, you got about 10 minutes to get there.
There you go.
Okay. But don't hurry. Take your time.
Yes.
Yes.
We got too much traffic to
Yeah.
hurry, and they don't know where they're going.
Right. Right.
So, believe it or not, we've got 5 local country concerts in 3 months, mostly in St. Lucie County.
Okay.
We're all in St. Lucie County. We've got Joe Nichols is at the St. Lucie County Fairgrounds. In February, it's Scotty Emmerich at Summer Crush Vineyard and Winery. We got Mark Willis at Causeway Cove Marina. In March, it's Clay Walker at the Indian River County Fairgrounds and Lone Star at the Sunrise Theater. But the biggest one they forgot
Uh-huh.
is Diamond Rio. Is supposedly, is what I understand, is going to be at the Martin County Fairgrounds.
Well,
And if you like Diamond Rio, and I think that's February 10th. I believe I read that
Country
somewhere.
Western, right?
All country Western.
Yeah.
So, put on your boots,
Mm-hmm.
put on your chaps,
Right.
leave your jeans at home,
Right.
put on a shirt and go.
Cool.
Sounds like
Okay.
something
It'll be
we do
good.
at the beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yes. And we got all the parks available. We got,
Right.
we got
the national parks are problematic right now, but
Right.
all the local parks are fine.
we got Jonathan Dickinson to go to. We've got Halipatioke to go to. And I said it right. That's because I was thinking about it.
You do such a good job.
Yes. And then we have we've got Indian Riverside Park.
Yes.
We've got Langford Park.
Yep.
Trying to think of all the little parks that we've got up and down. We've got Walton on Walton Road and Indian River Drive. There's
Mhm.
a part there. We've got Hawks Bluff.
Wojciech Park.
Well, yes, we
Yeah.
got you. And we've got a new park over off of what's the road called going to Sailfish Point?
Oh, MacArthur Boulevard.
Okay, they opened up that new park. Joe Emmett, is it? It's some
Wow, I'll have to go. I haven't been
and
to MacArthur
it's
in a
on
while.
it's on the riverside. So you park and you walk down the walkway, and then you come out and it's a great big opening with a pavilion, and you can actually paddle or boat up to it. You can't launch a boat from there,
Okay.
but there's a picnic
You
pavilion.
can dock a boat there.
You can yeah,
Okay.
and then you can walk. It's like a U, and then you can walk down through the mangroves,
Hmm.
and it's really quite nice. I watched them for months, and I was waiting for it to open. So I went last
Ah.
week when I saw that.
So this is past the St. Lucia beach area that my son
yes,
did.
yes. It's before you get to the House of Refuge, right before
Okay. All right.
on the
Mhm.
riverside.
On the right-hand side as you're going towards Sailfish Point.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
And it's well worth.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be surprised how big the pavilion is out on the water.
Mm-hmm.
So they have steps that go down one way and steps that go down the other way. But when I was there, I don't know if it was high tide or what, but the water came right up to the steps. So you could pull a canoe or pull your little boat out and dock it and then get up
Cool.
and walk over to the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's beach access from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
What is that name of that beach? Does that beach have a name?
It's no.
Okay.
I mean, I can look it up on my phone.
No,
I
I'm
have a
just
picture
curious.
of it.
Okay.
But you can go across to the House of Refuge.
Yeah.
Walk
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah.
go to the House of Refuge.
That's a
So-
pretty rocky area, so it's difficult to navigate by foot unless they got paths already set up for you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It'll take me a little minute.
It's all right. Forget about it. We'll do it next week. So
It's called Clifton S. Perry Beach.
okay,
So
it
I
does
was
have a
wrong.
name.
Yes,
Okay.
it does have a name,
Okay.
and I have pictures that I will show you when we get done.
Cool.
That how nice it is.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So and what's the website you use to locate that?
I didn't. I drove
it's
by it
your
every
own
day.
pictures. Oh, okay.
I go over. I go
Well,
to the beach at least once or
all
twice a
right.
week.
Well, I thought maybe it was like one of the local parks websites or something
No.
like that. Okay.
It probably is now,
Okay.
but no, Clifton S. Perry.
Okay.
I don't know where I got Emmett or Elliot, but
Well,
anyway,
the Elliott Museum.
museum.
I showed Tiffany a picture of what Elliott Museum used to look like. We sat in a restaurant the other day, New Year's Day, actually. We were at Alice's.
Okay.
and there was a picture right above our table of the old Elliott Museum, the way it used to look, right? And then when we drove by the new Elliott Museum, I go, remember the picture from the restaurant? This is
I really like
this is
the
where it used to-
the,
oh,
the original
yeah,
Elliott Museum.
much
And I
more
was
quaint
I
looking.
was a volunteer there for more than 20 years. And then a lot of times when I came to the area, they used me when they had their like cocktail hours they'd have once a month, or art openings,
right.
and they dressed people up as different period attire. So one time I might been an antebellum, and another time I was a Chinese girl, and another time I was something else, and
Very
they
cool.
always and then I helped dress all the mannequins and did the hair
nice
on the
That
mannequins.
makes sense. Yeah. And
Mhm.
no complaints either.
no complaints.
That is very cool. Yeah, my claim to fame with the Elliott Museum was the roofer that was doing some work on the original building needed to repaint the cupola because of all the roofing work.
Right.
The cupola needed to be painted. And so they brought me a sample of the paint on the lower portion of the building,
Right.
and I matched it, and they painted it. And that worked out so well. It was such a dead accurate match, but it aged better than the original paint that was on the lower portion. They ended up having to paint the lower portion too. So
But I liked all the period rooms that they had in there, and they had an ice cream social once a year,
mhm.
and they'd open up the ice cream shop and bring in ice cream, and someone would dress up like they were in that period of time, and
Yeah.
you got an ice cream sundae or an ice cream cone or a soda, or Yep.
yeah,
those were the good old days
Right.
back in the
Wow.
80s and the early 90s.
right. And the
Yeah.
twisted licorice, that's always something.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Big thrill to go walking through and see all that neat, the old typewriters and
Right.
all the things they had on display. It was always fun to walk through there.
Yes.
All
Well,
right.
we made it through another Friday.
Yes.
Thank you, Nelson, for coming.
You're welcome.
You
Thanks for
need to
having
come
me.
more often now that you're retired. We can hook you in.
No excuses, right?
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
All right.
Okay. So yoga on Saturday morning, Blind Creek Beach. What time?
9 o'clock, 9
Okay.
to 10.
All right.
9 to
Very
10.
good. And then tomorrow morning they got the walk, right? Or the run.
Right. Oh, the beach run.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you
Ciao
very
for
much.
now.
All right.